Trunk full of bangs, sitting on swine. Posted on the block, doing our thing. Doing our thing, doing our thing. Posted on the block, doing our thing. Trunk full of bangs, sitting on swine. Posted on the block, doing our thing. Doing our thing, doing our thing. Posted on the block, doing our thing.
He hold like my swag, catch me dropping cash, all in the.
Alright. That's what's up. You know, what do you think? Like, you know, you came out 20 years later, and basically, you know, what do you think about the whole, you know, judicial system? And like, my whole thing is, you know, we could talk till we blue in our face. You know what I'm saying? But like, what can we do? Is there anything that we can do? You know, I know you work with a lot of political leaders and a lot of different people. You know, I mean, like you said, man, I listened to some of your, I did my research on you. You know what I'm saying? While I did this, and I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man, we people doing. I got partners, man. Hey, we all got people. We from the streets. You know, doing 20 years for some crack that, you know, the government gave you to put through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a lot of shit. You know, gangs, all that stuff. You know, they kind of like put out there for us. If there's anything we could do about it, like talking can get us blue in the face. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what, you know, we're trying to do.
First thing we have to do, man, is educate ourselves, because education is power. And I ain't talking about the kind of education that you get in the schoolhouse, you know, see Jack go up the hill and Jane fell down and all that stuff. I ain't talking about that, man. I'm talking about truly educating yourself to how this country works, how the people that's running this country work, what their goals are, and what their plans for you are. Because believe me, they got a plan for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, these people study the ant. They know what the behavior of an ant. So you can believe that they know our behavior.
Okay, well, with that being said, you know, I wanted to get into, like, a lot of things about, you know, like you said, we got to know what's going on and, you know, what these people are doing with us and everything, you know what I'm saying? And basically, let them know about your trial and, you know, everything that happened with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think a lot of people know about, like, some of the things that Maxine Waters and people did for you. Like, you actually, you know, got drugs from CIA. You know, I learned things like there was $18 million worth of drugs that the government found. You know what I'm saying? They were guilty of giving. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what happened in my case is that the guy who was selling me my drugs, he wasn't a CIA agent. He's what they call an operative, meaning that he's from another country. He can't legally be a CIA agent because he doesn't have a green card. Or he's not allowed to work in the U.S. He was an operative, meaning that they give him money more like on a reward or something like that there, or get a country money and the country pays him. So this guy that they had on their payroll like this here was the same guy who was selling me my drugs. When the guy testified against me, he also testified that the CIA had given him money to buy supplies and guns and whatever else, and they took this money and bought drugs with it. So
okay,
that's kind of like a quick scenario of what happened. You know what I'm saying? In the thing, you know, to get into more details, you know, they're gonna have to go buy that book when they come out in about a year. And go see the movie, man. And you know. But that kind of sums it up. Maxine, she's a trooper, man, and you know, shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? They trying to for helping her people, man. And you know, if they take her down, they might as well take me down too. I'm going back to jail too. So,
yeah.
Just so they know, if they try to take her to jail, I'm going to jail with her.
Alright, that's what that is. Then what? Like, you know, one of the things that I found out, like doing my research through you, is that the two congressmen that John Hancock was pretty much on, you know, a lot of the paperwork that proved that, you know, the CIA and the government was doing all these type of things. And a lot of people don't know this, man. I hate this dude from my state. I don't give a goddamn. I said that. But the last thing George Bush Sr. did before he got out of office is he pardoned those two dudes. So basically, you did like 20 years in the pen, and these dudes is probably golfing somewhere. Like, how does that make you feel, you know, in your words?
No, I did 20 years in the pen.
20?
I did 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, it lets me know that the people with the power, they make the law. and they make the law to fit them in their scenarios. You know, so if you want to be a man of means or a man of power, then you have to get yourself in a position to where if you do something wrong, you don't have to do no time. Or one of your kids do something wrong, they don't have to do no time. It's like right now, you know, the poor is the only one that's paying the price.
Yeah. Okay. Let people know who Gary Webb is.
Yeah, Gary Webb is the news reporter who broke my story. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Gary was a good dude, and he had the people's best interests at heart. So he went around and investigated what the government was up to, and he put the whole thing together so that we, you know, wouldn't have to be out here blind, because I didn't even know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of it and didn't really know. So Gary Webb put it all together so that we all, man.
So, you know, I really wasn't like this, man. You did 20 years, so, you know, this is part of the history books. I wasn't around there, so I didn't see stuff get publicized like the OJ case, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what was your trial like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did everything come out that the CIA and all that was going on, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the informant testified to it. He got on the witness stand and told Gary Webb had did so much investigation. When he got on the witness stand, Gary was feeding my lawyer with information, and they was able to draw it out of him, you know, what was going on.
Okay.
It was to the point either they was going to have to let me go, or they was going to have to expose all the dirty things the government had did. And they were so concerned with locking me up that they was willing to take that chance, and they did. Okay. And that's what going to trial, man, in courtrooms is kangaroos. You know, you're going in there. I had an all-white jury, not one black on my jury, and in federal court, you know, that's pretty much what you can expect in just about any state that you go to. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So when did I don't know if I should say they said that, you know, Mr. Webb had committed suicide, but, you know, I don't know too many people who can shoot themselves twice with a shotgun, you know what I'm saying? So did he die like during your trial, after your trial? Like, how did that whole thing play a part?
Oh, he died after he broke the story.
After he broke the story?
Yeah, after he broke the story, you know, they had blackballed him from all the newspapers. He couldn't get a job, and after that, he came up dead a few years later. I don't know what happened to him. You know, I was in prison. You know, some said it was suicide, some said it was murder. Me, I have no first-hand knowledge, but, you know, that was my boy. I had much love for him.
Already. So did y'all know each other, or you just pretty much met him in the courtroom? And
yeah, we knew. We didn't know each other before my trial, but we become friends. You know, because we were both investigating the same issue.
Mhm. Yeah. And like, as I was going, like, taking these notes or whatever, I was tripping. I was like, man, this dude was making Freeway Ricky Ross was making, you know, $200,000 profit a day. I was like, why did he quit? And man, I was just, you know, baffled when I realized that you did quit, and how the government, you know, basically set you back, you know, in your words. So how did that basically whole thing, they set you back up? You know, you was in the hood, California, you had Boys and Girls Club, you was doing your own freeway things, the stuff that you do in nature, they basically set you back, you know, plenty of years, you know, some decades. Like, how did that whole thing take place or whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
You know what, the government didn't want to see me prosper and show that a person could change. You know, they wanted to punish me. They wanted to put me in a concrete grave, and I never see the light on the outside again. Yeah. That's what they had planned for me. So, you know, a lot of it's jealousy. You know, they don't want to see a young black man, you know what I'm saying, do what I did and live to tell about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think a question that, you know what I'm saying, I should ask that every D-boy would like to know, you know what I'm saying, like, how do you meet a connect like that? Like, how did that, I mean, you know, you can't pretty much, I know everything ain't to be told or whatnot, but, like, you know, how did that whole thing come through, you know what I'm saying, like?
Man, pure hard work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hard work, sacrifice. I mean, this is the same thing that it takes to make it in any business. You know, maybe drugs, basketball, real estate, You know, the same principles apply.
How fast was the turnaround in the money though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, 200,000.
It changed. You know, you start off making nothing to you know, making money.
You remember your first big purchase you made? Like, man, I'm doing it. You know, every deep boy can get a set of rims and some, you know, booming system. But, you know, you was flying planes and doing crazy things. Like, what was the first thing you purchased? Like, man, I could buy whatever I want type stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, again, it all started out slow with a lot of determination and hard work.
So niggas give it to me, and this is for you buster ass niggas wanna do me. I never had love for you faking ass hoes. Steady in the kitchen, palms steady itching, boys steady wishing, talking down on the nigga name. I'ma hit the boulevard with
Hey man, y'all done seen the zero experience, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what it is, man. I'm not gonna stop fighting straight the truth no matter what. I am the truth and I am youth.
Screw put his numbers on these tapes. And so we called him up. He was staying in Broadway Square. We went over there and that's when we did our first tape.
Late 80s, early 90s, you know what I'm saying? We was making tapes at Screw House. I was always nigga in the background, just full in the background while he's making the tape, shooting pool and shit.
That's your boy Flip Gates. Rest in peace, Screw, Big Mo, Pimp C, and last but not least, Big Ho.
Me and Hop was extremely close, you get what I'm saying? And it took me off guard because he was such a good dude, man. He was just someone I really leaned on a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Big Mo, Big Hog, Pimp C, man, them like my partners, you know what I'm saying? They like bros. Yeah, D-Drew, you know, these people real close to me. They're not just people I rap with. It's like we had a bond outside of the music, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want everybody to come by the Screw Shop and really enjoy themselves. Keep Screw name going and all the rest of the crew.
It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they want to grab their guns and come and get ya. It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they want to grab their guns and come and get ya.